He'll take it. He'll backpedal a three for the win. And goal! He got it!
In my 25 years of watching the NBA, this is without a doubt the craziest playoffs I've ever witnessed. We got a bunch of absolutely wild endings to get you hyped before the finals. And we gotta start with the Game 4 thriller between the Clippers and the Nuggets. LA found themselves in an 11-point hole with 3.5 minutes to go, but Kawhi and company refused to surrender.
Series. Leonard down the lane!
Kawhi Leonard absolutely trying to will these Clippers here.
In the corner for Powell, across the lane and off, and down Zubac!
The defense here of this zone.
Zubac, corner, Powell, three! Oh! It's James Harden, the crossover, the drive, the feed, Powell, got it!
A 10-0 blitz by the Clippers in a span of 100 seconds, and the game is down to just 1 point. And the Joker is going nuts on the court, realizing that this could be it for his team. His Serbian brother Bogdan Bogdanovic would prolong his misery and send the entire arena into a frenzy when...
Rebound, Jokic had it, Bogdanovic knocked it away, they go inside! Oh my goodness! It's the first Clipper lead of the game!
And Jokic gets fouled on the other end, so he goes to the line with a chance to retake the lead. But he misses the first, and watch how close he was to miss the second as well.
Missed them both. Oh, got it to go, the bounce.
Anyway, Leonard misses the 3 on the other side, giving Nikola another chance, so he uses that to put Zubac into a spin cycle.
Jokic, twisting, turning for the lead.
Oh,
got
man.
it! Got it!
But Big Zoo demonstrates his height and strength on the next possession.
Harden will make the move for the tie. Oh, pick up and in!
All squared up with time winding down, Jokic goes to his signature Sombor shuffle for the win, but...
And this is for the win!
Oh! It's close. They're going to call
Did he beat
it.
the buzzer? Did Gordon beat the buzzer?
They're going to take a look at it.
AG flies out of nowhere for the putback game-winning dunk to stun the entire building. Wow, this came down to milliseconds. That's how close the Clippers were from going up 3-1. And the Bucks thought that they had Game 5 in the bag as AJ Green gave them a 7-point lead with 40 seconds to go in overtime. But the Pacers were about to pull off the unthinkable.
Nembhard with a 3. Good. Still time to go. 4-point game. Halliburton attacking. And the foul.
A furious 6-0 run led by Halliburton got him within 1. But they must foul now. Or do they?
To Green. Trent with it. And he loses it. On a brilliant night. Gary Trent Jr.
This would have been the Gary Trent Jr. game if he didn't fumble the ball on 2 crucial possessions at the end. Because prior to this, he scored 12 of his 37 points in overtime on 4 of 4 from downtown. But it's all going to waste in the craziest way possible because...
Halliburton. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Halliburton for the lead. 1.3 to go. Pacers by 1.
Tyrese blows past Giannis for the game winner to knock out the Bucks in 5 and announce the world what's about to come. Unbelievable. And my Knicks went down by 7 on this bucket by Tim Hardaway Jr. in Game 6 on the road. But Jalen Brunson proved that he lives for these moments.
Now the Pistons are up by 7. Brunson off the window, +1. Working his way down low. Brunson off balance. How did he do it? Jalen Brunson, dazzling.
Captain Crunch Time connects on 5 straight points and has a chance to take over the lead on this play against Osar Thompson, but gets brutally denied.
Crosses. Brunson back in. Jab. Knocked away. Shot clock violation.
So after one made free throw by Jalen Duren, Brunson gets the favorable switch on Schroeder to at least take the shot off.
Brunson. The jumper doesn't go. Bridges the tip in. Tie game. 35.6 left.
Mikal Bridges with the incredible tip in after the miss to tie the game. On the other end, Cade Cunningham tries to put an end to the Pistons' drought of 2.5 minutes without a bucket.
Cunningham takes it in. Missed it with the left hand. Rebounded by Hart.
He misses the tough contested layup, and now Brunson will have the last dance with Asar up top, who never saw what was coming.
Brunson stops on a dime. Launches. Oh yeah! Jalen Brunson buries it!
Oh my goodness, the nasty crossover and the three-point dagger to stun the entire arena. Detroit still had 4 seconds on the clock, but Malik Beasley lost the ball, and that's all she wrote about one of the most intense first-round series in a long time. And the equivalent of this one in the West was definitely the Warriors against the Rockets series. Maybe we didn't see a game winner or a game-winning sequence, but the physicality and the trash talking were simply off the charts.
Oh, man.
This series is 80s and 90s NBA basketball. It is physical combat on every possession.
Look at Butler and Dylan Brooks having words. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
And we've said this is a physical game and it's gotten closer. The physicality has picked up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's...
No, he got him up in the face. Yeah, listen.
Easy call.
Green was not done. He and Fred VanVleet come together. They're jawing right in front of that Rockets bench, and this is what happened. No punches thrown, but bodies started to come in and pushing and shoving.
Well, and that was good, though, that people getting Draymond Green away. He's probably going to end up with a technical here and be ejected. I think Steve Kerr was going to take these guys out of the game anyway, but you don't want Draymond Green.
Foul on
Draymond Green, the foot remains, the jersey being held. Oh, we've got some more grappling on the floor.
Draymond has to be careful. Remember, he already has that technical foul.
In a grueling 7-game series where the fact that there wasn't any major fight was the most surprising one, the Dubs were able to advance on the road in a game that saw Buddy Hield turning into Batman.
Draymond the decision maker. Buddy Hield open three. Got it! Buddy's got 25. Steph with a 17-point second half. Buddy Hield, a night for the ages. He's got 28.
Yeah, hit him with the night.
Evans in their career. Jimmy Butler will be 3-2.
Buddy's 9 of 11 from long range proved to be too much from Houston to handle, but I like what they have going on there, and hopefully with the addition of a solid scorer, they can surpass their success next season. And y'all remember the Lakers in 5 movement, right? Well, that didn't bother the Timberwolves one bit, as they stunned everybody by going up 2-1 in the series. So in game 4 at home, they had a great chance to secure a commanding lead by holding all the strings in the clutch. However, the Lakers had one last push left in the tank.
Reeves tries another three. Puts it in! Reeves with a huge three-pointer, and it's back to 1. Inside, DiVincenzo, blocked by James! Finney Smith gets it. Here's Hachimura. Reeves in the corner. Reeves drives, looking. Finds Finney-Smith straight on three-pointer. It's good! Dorian Finney-Smith knocks down the 3. It's a 2-point lead.
Stone Cold Reeves and Dorian Finney-Smith with back-to-back bombs from downtown completely sucked the air out of the arena. And LeBron had a chance to nail the dagger on the next possession.
Doncic to James. James puts up a 3. Rebound McDaniels.
If LeBron can't, Jaden McDaniels surely can.
Inside to Reed. Reed inside McDaniels. Lays it up and in.
Wow, Jaden with the and one on one end and then the crucial steal on the other to swing the momentum in Minnesota's favor.
Throw it into the front court. Bounce pass. Deflected and stolen by McDaniels.
This leads us to the first introduction of the Hawkeye camera to the world when...
On the drive, back to Edwards. Edwards slips and falls down and lost the ball out of bounds.
Upon review, LeBron James makes illegal contact to the wrist of Anthony Edwards.
And the rest is history as the Wolves prolonged to win the series, ironically enough, in 5 games. The Nuggets though needed all 7 to move past the Clippers in quality-wise the most interesting series of the first round. And the drama surrounding them continued in the second round against the Thunder when, despite trailing by 9 points in the clutch, they wouldn't let go of the rope by any means.
Jokic back in, creating space. Jokic is fouled. Keeps it up high for Jokic. He's got the mismatch with Caruso. Backs in and scores on the interior. Jokic, 14 to shoot. Just over a minute to go. Jokic against Hartenstein. Jokic, bullseye!
Denver goes on an 8-0 stretch in less than 2 minutes based strictly on experienced playmaking. And the young OKC squad remains without an answer on the offensive end. However, their identity is the defense, so they come up with an amazing stop on Gordon.
Knocked to the baseline, controlled by Gordon. Spin, denied! Hartenstein was there! 15 seconds to go. Westbrook called for a foul.
Shea goes to the line and stays ice cool to give his team a 3-point lead. And on the other end, they foul Jokic, who drains both shots as well to cap off a historic night with 42 points and 22 boards. But his team is still trailing, and on top of that, the defense suffered a collapse when
Caruso looking, get it in. Gilgeous-Alexander breaks free for the jam.
Now, with 11 seconds on the game clock, the Thunder play the foul game, sending Gordon to the line, who holds his end of the bargain and keeps the Nuggets' hopes alive. But Chet Holmgren, with the same responsibility on the other side, lets the pressure of the moment get to him as he misses both free throws. This is when all hell broke loose because
it rims out. Brown grabs it. 7 seconds left. Westbrook, 5 seconds. They're down by 1. Gordon got it!
A second game winner for Aaron Gordon in 10 days, leaving the OKC crowd in total disbelief. He would cement his clutch status in Game 3 again when
Wide open Gordon for the tie. Got it.
this 3 by Aaron was the last made basket in regulation, and with this mid-range and OT, he made sure to seal the win for the Nuggets.
Gordon. Dagger.
What a remarkable playoff run for AG, who left it all out on the court in Game 6 and 7, playing through a nasty hamstring injury. If he and MPJ were healthy, we might have seen a different finalist from the West. Meanwhile, the Pacers went head-to-head against the #1 team in the East in the second round, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And after catching everybody by surprise in Game 1, we thought that things would even up in Game 2 when Indiana fell down by 7 points with 48 seconds to go. But this is where things got completely off the chain.
In that clincher against Milwaukee, look at that stick back. Naismith coming with some serious fire. 47 seconds, contact Mitchell and Naismith offensive.
Aaron Nesmith comes up huge twice in just 2 seconds. First with the putback slam, and then to draw the offensive foul by Mitchell, securing another possession for his team. And Pascal Siakam knew how to use it.
On the wing, Siakam attacks and lays it in.
The Cavs are still up by 3 with 27 on the clock, but Strus inbounds the ball right into Nembhard's hands, who passes it to Tyrese for the final showdown at the end.
Halliburton sizes up Jerome, and here he comes to the cup. Contact! And Halliburton is going to shoot free throws.
Ooh, I'm not sure it was a foul by Mitchell, but regardless, Hallie makes the first but misses the second. Though thing is, this was just the beginning of the end for the Cavs because
They do have a timeout. Carlisle's going to let him play. Halliburton steps back and hits. Tyrese Halliburton trying to take Cleveland's heart.
he does it again. Halliburton was sensational all throughout the playoffs. The Pacers manhandled Cleveland 4-1, blowing their cover as they're still just a very good regular season team. And we all knew who the real favorites in the East were, the defending champs, the Celtics. And my Knicks experienced that firsthand when they fell into a 20-point deficit right in Game 1. But something clicked right then and there for New York that would certify this team in the history books.
Out to Anunoby, the 3. Good. Gets it right there. Pritchard's defense is there. The fadeaway is launched and nailed. And Brunson with 15. And the Knicks are running. Anunoby at the other end. He slides in for 2, an 11-point game. And Brunson the other way with the 3. Bullseye. Oh, got it. Here they come. Knocked away, a steal by the Knicks. Anunoby will take it in and hammer it home. Ties the game at 86.
The Knicks went on an astonishing 31-11 stretch in 11 minutes of action to tie the game. And from that point on, it was an all-out war on the court.
3 after trailing by 20.
And he can also draw a foul.
That's a 3. Got another one. He is a machine. With the pass inside, now the lead if White can connect. The spin off Holiday. Inside he goes, outside Anunoby 3. Good! What a shot! Brown inside, Holiday got it to go. Sneaks in by Towns.
This game deserved to be decided in overtime when the Knicks came out hungrier.
Oh, what a steal by
Picked up
Bridges.
Bridges in a congested corner. He somehow dug it out. Inside Anunoby, the cut, and the jam, and the foul.
Everyone is concentrating on Brunson.
In the corner, Bridges 3, bullseye! It's a 6-point New York lead in overtime.
However, Jaylen Brown wasn't ready to give up just yet.
It's out to Brown, he's open from 3. Got it!
And after a couple of missed opportunities for New York to finish the job, it all came down to this.
It's off to Brown. Bridges there. They hold it. They grapple. It's over. The Knicks have won.
Mikal Bridges plays the hero for the visitors, snatching the ball away from Jalen's hands and leaving the entire arena in shock. As improbable as Game 1 was, in Game 2 we saw a complete deja vu with Boston going up by 20 late in the third quarter for the second straight time. But then, Deuce McBride would ignite another monster comeback by the Knicks.
Knives and slashes and slams. Brunson now McBride. Three. Got it. Hit. Here they come again. 3-on-2 on the wing. Bridges. He'll put up a three. Good. Big shot. And Bridges 14 in the fourth quarter. Rebound offensively by Josh Hart. Outside. Brunson. Three. Got it. Who else? Here comes Brunson. His first points of the fourth. Brunson. The cutting Hart. Inside. A lot of traffic. Towns. Put it down. Tips it back through. 2-point game.
Oh my goodness, New York comes back swinging from a 20-point deficit to take over the lead in the clutch. What is going on? A staggering 34-13 run in a span of 12 minutes to make Boston look like a high school team playing against the pros. And when push comes to shove, we have probably the greatest closer in the NBA right now.
A chance for the lead here for the first time tonight. Brunson will make a move. The jitterbug to the rack, and he got it to go. For the lead, he was fouled as he fired.
Captain Crunch Time delivers for like the 100th time when it matters the most. And now the Celtics find themselves in a similar scenario. Down one with time winding down, who's going to step up?
Tatum maneuvering. Oh, the ball knocked away. Another great defensive play for the Knicks. They've got it. They've won it. New York has gone up 2 games to none.
Mikal Bridges steps up for a second consecutive game with the game-saving block as the help defender to cut short the Celtics' hopes of repeating, as the series ended up in a 38-point blowout in Game 6 at the Garden. These gotta be the 2 most shocking games in NBA playoff history. And there was nothing shocking in the matchup between the Wolves and the Warriors out west, except for the moment that broke the hearts of Dub Nation in Game 1.
In the NBA now, as Curry converts the floater.
Well, Curry's hurt though, Coach. Something grabbed him. He's asking for relief from that bench. I'm not sure what it was, but he came out of there hobbled.
Despite the injury of the greatest shooter on the planet, Golden State managed to hang on to the lead in the first half and steal Game 1 in Minnesota. But ever since then, the Warriors simply did not have enough firepower to deal with the Wolves' deep roster. Game 3 was the closest the Dubs came to pulling an upset, but Anthony Edwards took over the game in style.
On Wednesday. Edwards rises up over Pajemski, almost falling into the bench. Edwards got the three. Anthony Edwards with 4 3-pointers. Minnesota back in front. Back to Edwards. Another try. That one's good.
The duo of Ant and Randall with 26 and 25 points per game respectively led Minnesota to a reverse sweep and booked a date with the Thunder in the West Finals. But this is where they'll meet their worst nightmare, because the Thunder defense completely shut down both Edwards and especially Randall throughout the whole series. The torture chamber locked down Ant to 23 points on a measly 28% from distance, and Julius was a shadow of himself, dropping down to 17 points per contest. Game 4 was the closest of them all, with the Wolves bench outplaying their starters in a do-or-die scenario.
Head down, drives inside, kicks it out. DiVincenzo, another three. Got it! Dante DiVincenzo lighting it up. He's got 21. Alexander Walker on the drive, goes inside, lays it up and in. What a beautiful move. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Daniels drives, goes inside, lays it up and in.
But the OKC trio of Shea, Williams, and Holmgren all had stellar performances and were able to seal the deal on the free throw line. An interesting moment came at the very last second in the game when this happened.
Throws it down the court, goes out of bounds with 1/10 of a second remaining. Right now the officials are going to get together and talk about it. There's still 1/10 of a second on the clock.
The fan caught it, Mike.
It was all for nothing at the end, as the Wolves were sent packing the next game in a 30-point blowout in Oklahoma. And that brings us to the most insane game that I've ever witnessed in the playoffs. Game 1 between the Knicks and the Pacers. With this 3 by Towns in the middle of the fourth, we were up by 17, the largest lead of the game at home in front of the best fans defense in the NBA. But who would have thought that Indiana would proceed to score 31 points in the last 6 minutes? Astonishing! They missed only one of their last 11 shots, 7 of which came from beyond the arc, and Aaron Nesmith being responsible for 6 of them. Yup.
Nesmith three, good! Got it! That makes it an 8-point game.
On the floor as well.
Nesmith three, good! Another one from outside. Nesmith again, three, got it! He's a flamethrower!
Nesmith was unconscious from deep. I don't know if he ever hit 6 threes in a row in his life, but he did against my Knicks to bring the Pacers to just a 2-point deficit. And after Cat and OG split their free throws, Tyrese Halliburton pulled off the impossible.
Indiana with it. Halliburton. He'll take it. He'll backpedal a three for the win. And go! He got it!
Unbelievable! The bounce off the rim all the way to the rafters before falling down through the net. And the choke celly with Reggie Miller behind the mic. This is absolute madness. To make matters even crazier, his toe was on the line, so we were in for an extra 5 minutes. In the OT, with the momentum clearly on the Pacers side, Andrew Nembhard emerged and closed the game out.
Nembhard, three-corner, good!
Huge three.
Inside, that's for 2, and Indiana recaptures the lead.
Inbound's very easy.
Here comes Toppin, got it! Timeout New York, 15.3.
Down 3, New York had the last possession and 2 chances to possibly prolong the drama, but it was just not meant to be.
By 3, here is a 3 for the tie, short, caught by Hart, out to Towns, to tie, no! Rebound, fought for, loose, Bridges has got it, clock is ticking, out of bounds, it's Indiana's ball with .2 to go!
In game 2, we saw switched roles, with New York playing from behind in the clutch.
Halliburton, Siakam on the breakaway, and he takes it in for 2.
Down by double digits with 2.5 minutes remaining, the Knicks knew they had to dig deep in order to pull off a miracle.
Brunson lets it rip from 3.
Right back to a 5-point game.
Nesmith will defend. Brunson takes it inside. Oh, he got it. 7-0 run. Timeout. Shot clock at 7. Halliburton and Brunson. Inside Hart, it's open. 1-point game.
Wow, that seemed like a lost game and it's within reach now. But they must play the foul game, and Nesmith knocks down both free throws like he's on the practice court and not in the packed MSG. So Brunson has the ball and the fate of New York in his hands.
It's a 3 to tie, no. Rebound Turner. And a whistle and 4.2 seconds to go.
Ooh, that was a rushed shot. Turner secured the rebound and went on to seal the win on the free throw line. After going down 2-0 at home, I wasn't gonna be surprised if this turned out as a sweep. And all signs pointed to that when the Pacers grabbed a 20-point lead towards the end of the second quarter in Game 3.
This has got to be a timeout coming after this for the
But right then and there, a cosmic shift must have happened, or the Knicks just had enough.
Shot clock at 6. Brunson will fight his way through 10. Hart offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Anunoby. It's a 3. Nice. It's Hart. And Nembhard will pick him up. Single digits on the shot clock. Chiseling his way in. Indiana shooting 55%. Knicks shooting 36%.
A strong finish to the first half set the difference at 13, and in the third period, the Pacers were able to maintain the double-digit lead. But in the fourth, Karl Anthony Towns, who just had 4 points till that moment, went God mode.
Kick out to Towns, needs the 3, gets the 3, left point triple. Karl Anthony Towns makes it a 7-point game.
Towns into Turner, and across the wing with the spin.
Good move there by the big cat.
From behind, what a pass. Towns into the cutting right. McBride to Hart, back to McBride, trailing Towns.
Towns, pump fake to logo 3, down the lane, 2 steps in the paint, took a hit and he scored. And 1 for Towns, a left-hand layup. He's having a monster fourth quarter.
Towns, quick 3, Turner there, timeout.
Got it on locked right now.
1-point game after being down by 20. Bridges double, Towns cutting, and jackhammers. And New York's got the lead. What a comeback.
All right, the hot hand here of Cat.
Towns between the legs, dribble up top. Snatch back 3-pointer.
Towns 3. Good! What a shot!
Cat scored 20 points in less than 7 minutes to give the Knicks a 4-point lead. And after witnessing history, the rest of the crew weren't gonna let this one slip away.
Pulls his way and knocked away. Swatted away by Anunoby. It's Brunson. That shot clock is low. Driving inside on Neesmith and got the teardrop to go down. Wow.
At the end, New York stayed in front in the penalty shootout to take one back on the road. However, in Game 4, we saw a dominant performance by Haliburton and Siakam to secure a commanding 3-1 lead before closing the series in Game 6, where Nembhard put Brunson in handcuffs on their way to the finals. If you want a more detailed look of Game 6 and how the switch from Neesmith to Nembhard on Brunson worked wonders for Indiana, I got it all right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.